How's it going, everyone? Texas Man here. Hope you guys are all having a spectacular day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up. If you guys do really enjoy it, subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And as always, if you guys have any movies, TV shows, or games you guys would like me to cover here on the channel, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will get to covering them as soon as possible. As always, we're going to be talking about Argylle, positives and negatives. This film came out here in 2024, and it is a dumb fun movie. Okay, I didn't have any. I didn't have any expectations when it came to this movie. I was just like, okay, it's got Bryce Dallas Howard in it, got Henry Cavill, John Cena, Bryan Cranston, Sam Rockwell, Samuel L. Jackson, and everybody does a very good job. I will say I think Sam Rockwell probably is the best part of the entire movie, with Bryce Dallas Howard as the second best. I just feel like Sam Rockwell's action and his comedy moments really hit really well and really was a great character in the film. However, I want to state for a fact that the spy thriller comedy has an overusage of CGI. At times it's good, but at times it just looks terrible. Okay, it looks extremely bad, especially with any scene involving smoke. Anything involving smoke or a lot of gunfire or slow-mo, it just looks bad. Even the CGI cat that's in this movie looks bad at times. The film is nearly 2.5 hours long, and it feels like a 2.5 hour movie. Like by the time the second act ends, I'm just like, oh, we've still got another hour and a half or so to go. Please tell me it's gonna be a good ending. But it just wasn't. It kind of felt generic. The film overall is just way too long. It is full of moments that just drag on and on and on. 2 hours of this movie is good. There's half an hour of it that it's just like so much dialogue, and I'm just like, would you just shut up and get to the point of the movie? It would have made this film a lot better. It would have made the movie much stronger. And I think the biggest problem is like the director, the producer, or the writer, or all three of them combined, just they had no restraints. They're like, well, let's do this, and let's do that, and let's do this, and let's do that, and let's do this. And it's like, you're not making a Lord of the Rings extended 5 hour edition, yo. It's a spy thriller. Okay? It is so similar to spy thriller films from the past. Yes, it does enough new stuff with the concept of a writer being able to write spy novels, and the things that happen in her novels actually happen in the spy world for real, and she gets pulled into that world. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's just like, it's a cool concept. It's really a great concept for a movie like this, and it really works well. Next thing I want to talk about is that Henry Cavill, yeah, he's in the film, but this is not Henry Cavill's film. He is not the main protagonist in this movie. He's in the film for less than 10 minutes, and I think that 10 minutes is too much. Yes, I like Henry Cavill as much as the next person as an actor, but this film centers on Sam Rockwell and Bryce Dallas Howard's character, and I honestly don't remember what their names are. Sorry. But they're the main characters. John Cena, Bryan Cranston, Samuel L. Jackson, everybody else that's in the film, they're all B characters, okay? They're side characters. Samuel L. Jackson's in the film probably longer than Henry Cavill. And Samuel L. Jackson's character is just a hacker nerd. He literally just sits in a vineyard in France and is just eating berries and doing wacky computer stuff, okay? So don't be fooled by thinking that this is a Henry Cavill film. It's not. Next, I want to talk about the fact that I said this film has 3 acts, okay? It's got a train scene, and that feels like basically the first act. The second half is a bunch of shootouts, traveling to locations, shocking revelation that Bryce Dallas Howard's character, her parents aren't who they seem to be. And then the third act divulges into dealing with this evil corporation's base and more shocking revelations of characters being killed or not killed off in the past two acts. And it just feels like three movies smashed together. The pacing is off. There is also a bunch of numerous plot holes in this film. I don't want to discuss them all, but there's numerous plot holes in this film. The revelation of who Argylle is actually in the movie, I thought was actually really well done and fantastic. There are obviously some little clues and hints, as a spy thriller book would give you, as to who the actual Agent Argylle is, so that's kind of funny, in my opinion. I kind of suspected of who the real Agent Argylle was, based on what was happening in the first act, with this character's mental unstable seeing of reality and what's not happening to them. So I like that fact. And then lastly, I want to talk about the fact that the person that made this movie primarily is responsible for things like X-Men First Class and all of the Kingsman movies. Somehow, in a mid-credit scene, this film ties in with the Kingsman movies. But since I only saw the first one once, and I've never cared to see any of the other ones ever again, the sequels and prequels, I just don't care about the franchise. Somehow this ties into it. I just don't care. It's very cheesy. It's very corny tie-in. I don't know if it's going to lead to anything in the future. I don't much care. I think that this movie works well as a very self-contained spy thriller. It really doesn't need to connect with another established franchise. I'd rather Argylle be its own franchise and we get Argylle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in that sense. I'm so sick of everything having to tie in with each other, okay? I'm over that type of stuff. I don't know if it's because I'm older or I've just seen way too many movies or a mixture of both, but I'm just sick of all these tie-ins and crossover events and multiversal gimmicky things. I'm so burnt out on it. And I say that by I like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, for example, or Across the Spider-Verse. But it can work well, moving on from the multiverse thing. Back to spy thriller comedies. It's dumb. There's a lot of dumb things in this film. There's a lot of scenes that I think could have been cut out. But it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. Everybody does a great job. It's a fantastic movie. Is it original? No. Like I said, very similar to past spy thriller films. But you'll enjoy it. It's a good February movie since really nothing else is coming out until March 1st with Dune Part 2. Or things of the new Godzilla and Kong movie, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. So this is probably the only film that is honestly worth seeing in all of February. My theater is going to be doing a rerun of Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World in a couple weeks, so I'm planning to see that for matinee price. But there's really nothing to go see other than this when it comes to fresh and innovative and fun ideas when it comes to a February movie here in 2024. And what's sad is because it's not part of an established franchise, as it stands right now at the time of recording this video, it's not doing well at the box office. But I want to state this for a fact. Go see it. Yeah, it's 2.5 hours long. Yeah, it could be shortened, but I think it's worth it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to have fun. It's a good date movie, so if you're wanting to go see something for Valentine's Day with your sweetie, this is a good date movie. It's a good movie to see with, friends and family. You'll enjoy it. There's no sex, there's no nudity, there's no political propaganda within it. It's just fun spy thriller comedy, and I think you'll have a blast. No pun intended. So with that, I'm going to give Argylle an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Look forward to more videos and streams out soon. Bye, guys.